knows who, just to socialize. I'm waiting for my girls when you call my eyes. You got no way to make a man, honey. You got to understand, no man child out of the thighs.
Someone please tell Joke he didn't need to baste me with his needle dick before I went in the oven. This secret sauce smells like vinegar and regret.
Good morning. Welcome WJOKE. It is currently 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the lovely Tampa Bay, Florida. I don't know what you're doing today, but I'm cooking. That's right. You get to see me make a mess of things. I got one bird in the oven. It's been in there since 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's got a little bit more time left. The skin is a nice golden brown already, so I put a tent on it. Stuffing was made the day before, last night. Well, no. Last night at 4 o'clock in the morning, or 3. Yeah, 3. So I gotta peel them. I gotta peel them potatoes, or not. I like skin on potatoes, but wash them anyway, and make some mashed potatoes for you. And we have 2 birds. 2. That's right, for WJOKE's turkey drop today. We got the butterball in there right now. It's going to be awesome. That is until the afternoon stream, the later stream. This is the quiet, reserved, I'm wearing my pajamas stream since it's so early. And, pardon me, I want to say hello to Devil Pup, how you doing? To Frankie Deller, how you doing? Always lovely to see you two lovely ladies here. Oh, Batesy, what's going on? How you doing? Robert Miller, what? Okay. See you soon, brother. What'd I do? I'm Steve Dave. Welcome. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Yes, on my PJ stream. It's not in color, but yes, I'm wearing my comfies, my Venom comfies. Yes, I'm wearing comfies. Why ain't you cooking, Devil Pup? She's taking a year off, I think. I think she's had a rough enough year that she deserves a year off. Hey, Wild Bull Bar. And you know what? Joke's stuffed turkey has tipped me $3 and has a message for me. Asshole.
What, are you retarded?
Someone please tell Joke he didn't need to baste me with his needle dick before I went in the oven. This secret sauce smells like vinegar and regret.
There was no vinegar and there's no regret. Well, maybe a little. Regret in my birds this year. Just a little bit of regret. Not too much, but no vinegar. I can assure you that. Tastes more like orange peels. Bitter and nasty. And smells like chlorine. Just so you know. But fuck you, Pinoid. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind tip on this beautiful Thanksgiving. It's currently 68 degrees and mostly cloudy here in Tampa Bay, Florida. So it's a nice one. What's it doing by you guys? I bet you it's cold, isn't it? Except for Spud's house over there. And Batesy is not hosting Thanksgiving this year, so he's out of it. I just got out of the hospital, and my house is under construction. I don't even have a dining room table right now, Pinoid. So it's turkey sandwiches, and do not go to, what is it, Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's? Where'd I get that crappy sandwich from? That crappy roast beef sandwich that didn't even have Swiss. Don't even get me started on that fucking sandwich. Oh, my God. Roast beef sandwich with 2 pieces of roast beef on the fucking thing. And they charge you over an arm and a leg for the fucking shit. Oh, my God. Your sister's cook. Oh, okay. You don't remember? I do. Came out of my wallet. That's why I remember. If you paid for it, you'd fucking remember. Trust me. Go to a real Italian shop. I wasn't in a real Italian area. Go. All right? Because I was in a hotel room, you fuck. Shit. I thought I was doing everybody a favor. I should have just went back to fucking Wendy's and got a Baconator. It was cheaper. It tasted better, and it filled me up more. Wind up getting a fucking $8 piece of fucking shitty bread. Yeah, dude, if you ate this, you'd starve. Even if you ate that, you'd starve. Anyway, we got a lot of things to get to. We're under winter storm warning. Is it snowing out there in Chicago? Chi-Town, the land of murder? Are the ICE protests getting in your way? You see what happened in D.C.? 4 to 7 inches. Got me beat by 2. Anyway, I'm not saying which way. What was I going to say? Did you guys see what happened in Washington, D.C. yesterday? It's a fucking damn shame. 2 National Guard guys got shot in the face. They were ambushed. Reportedly, just reporting, they're in critical condition. Now, I was watching it all this morning, was getting updates on the regular. Both are in critical condition. They have the shooter. He's from Afghanistan under the passports for friends thing that Biden did off of that terrible pullout of Afghanistan. Yep, Afghan national. And reportedly said Allah snack bar before he opened fire. Whoever doesn't think we're at war, we are. And it's come to us. I mean, what can I tell you? You guys are going to vote Democrat? No, let them all in. Let them all in. Go fuck yourself. Now you let them all in. You see what happens. and yeah, I guess they were mad that he cut off all the bennies and no longer a free ride. But hey, you know, hell, they're putting me through the ringer for my disability too. They made sure I was a American citizen, and they went through all my medical history and stuff. I retained a lawyer. I got a lawyer on the case. Thank you very much, my good friends out there who helped me get it. And so I'm going to court for my disability. You know? Because they're just basically blanket saying, everybody, get off, you're off. You got to fight for it again. So, I'm fighting for it again. You really want to try that snack bar. You don't want to try that snack bar unless you like couscous, a dirty kebab shop. You know, you could go down to the dirty kebab shop on 5th and Merrimack. You're in England. You know what I'm talking about. But they just throw acid at you, right? Isn't that the deal? But anyway, let's not try to get our shit all fucking fucked up, you know? This is some tunes. This is Rolling Stones with Give Me Shelter. We got Alice's Restaurant by Arlo Guthrie coming up real soon. You can get SSI. You can get SSI. That's what I got. It's a little bit, and it helps. And the healthcare helps too.
If I
Yeah, that's a smart move, the SSI trip. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, you know. But don't give up. Don't. They're probably going to say no right off rip, but you don't stop. You don't stop. Because it's obvious you can't work all the problems you've been going through. So, and it does help at the end of the month. Yep. Good. Then you're on the right route, you know? You're definitely on the right route. I'm going to see what else we could play for you. A little Golden Earring, Twilight Zone sounds good. We might make they can said, yeah, you got to make the application. Get up off your duff and do it. You know, that's it. Oh, it would help if my mouse didn't fall on the fucking floor. That's cute. There we go. That's cute. Knew that would happen. Nothing, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Somewhere in a lonely hotel room, there's a guy starting to realize that eternal fate has turned his back on him. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. Fear is gone. It's 2 a.m. bone. Soon you will come to know when the bullet hits the bone. Soon you will come to know when the bullet hits the bone. Soon you will come to know when the bullet hits the bone. 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 When the bullet hits the bone.
Hey, sounds good. Oh, smells great in here. It smells like Thanksgiving, you know. The smell of turkey stuffing and all the accoutrements wafting through the air. It just never ends. It never ends in this house. It never stops. The good smells. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit Pink Floyd for y'all, and hope you get comfortably numb tonight while you're eating with friends, family, or having that ham sandwich or turkey sandwich by yourself. All right.
Smoke on the
just a little pinprick. There'll be no more. But you may feel a little sick. Can you stand up? I do believe it's working good. That'll keep you going for the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you say. When I was a child, I caught a fleeting glimpse out of the corner of my eye. I turned to look, but it was gone. I cannot put my finger on it now. The child is grown, the dream is gone. I have become comfortably numb.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his face. Pleased to meet you, hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. Killed the Tsar
Yeah, I did, Sixer. Oh, there's the mic. Why am I talking into the fucking camera? Like it's a microphone. Yeah, Sixer, I saw it, and I'll be joining. I've just been kind of busy with Thanksgiving preparations, and I'm going to be busy all day today. I got a lot of things I got to do. You want to do more than that chapter? Well, good, then do it. Then do it. The only thing that's stopping you is air and opportunity, so go for it while you're laid up, you know? Can't go wrong. But I just got done peeling potatoes, which you were, well, hold on, gotta turn the sink off. Too much water. There we go. Oh. Got to boil up some potatoes to mash them. Mash. I'm feeling like, I'm feeling okay. There. I'm not bringing anybody down, not today. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. You know what I'm saying? Because who wants a gloomy Gus on Thanksgiving, right? Nobody. It's not conducive to one's mental health, I believe the saying goes. We've been doing this for about 50 minutes now, and I want to thank everybody who's showing up, stopping in, saying their little hellos and whatnots. Thank you very much. And if you're hanging out and just want to listen to music, that's great too. Because that's what I'm doing. Coming up at the top of the hour of streaming, we're going to be doing Arlo Guthrie's Alice's Restaurant, and then we're gonna give you a little peek at the bird, maybe. Or in the meantime, who knows? But I got to baste it right now, and every 45 minutes you got to baste it. And I'm over the 45-minute mark. So you guys enjoy more music. By Ted Nugent. And, well, I'm going to tickle my bird. Hey, Jenny, and welcome to the show.
So long.
I hate to do this to you, Uncle Ted, especially when the crescendo's happening. Ah, fuck it. Let it roll.
Rolling through this bitch now, you know you can't turn me round. And if my house gets in my way, you know I burn it down. You meant the night that you left me, you put me in my place. I got you in a stranglehold, baby, and then I crossed your face.
Oh, yeah. Caffeine-fueled sex appeal. Fucking Ted Nugent. Love that song. Fucking Stranglehold. That takes me back. No, it doesn't. That came out before I was born, I think. My mother was never a Ted Nugent fan. She was more of an Iron Butterfly, Led Zeppelin type of chick. Anyway, well, welcome to the Serene Sky, K70, and Jenny Wilkins. How you doing there, kiddo? Hope all is going well for you this lovely Turkey Day. I'm just sitting here plucking myself. One of the birds is almost done. It is a golden brown. It is a golden brown. I got like alerts and buzzes and just putting the potatoes on the boil. And then we're going to have the second bird stuffing soon in our second stream, which will probably be within the next hour. But, oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. The weather's awesome. It's 70 degrees and mostly cloudy. Here in a lovely Tampa Bay, Florida, the weather is right. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's not too humid. You know? Everything's all right. All you got to do is beware of falling iguanas. That's a thing here in Florida, if you didn't know. But regardless to say, I'm in the midst of cooking. Going to be cooking the shrimp scampi and angel hair, like midway through the second bird getting done. And I've been at this since about 4 o'clock this morning. Made the stuffing, pre-made it, let it sit for a little bit, let all those flavors congeal and congest and coagulate, configure into the right flavor profile, as they like to say. And I think I got it right this year. I don't think it's going to turn out too damn bad. And I made enough for 2 fucking birds. One bird's 17 pounds. The other one's about 16 and a half. About the same thing. So they're both going to be stuffed. So 15 minutes per pound at $3.50. And then, the drippings. I'm cooking it with the turkey neck. So the dog has a little treat. You know, adds a little flavor to the roux. It's awesome. No, it is a beautiful bird. It is. It is. It truly is. Not as beautiful as this one. Yeah. I'll be saving you some leftovers, Jenny. No doubt about that. Let's see what else we having. Got the ice maker out. Cleaned that last night. Yeah, you like that one. I knew you'd like that one. I've been saving that one for a while. It is the bird holiday, right? Here, birds to you. But I cleaned out the ice maker last night, deodorized it, debacterified it and all that happy horseshit. So everybody has ice for their sodas and whatnot. And we'll play that in the second stream. That's a good idea. We should play that. We should definitely play that in the second stream. The bird is the word. But this stream, we're going to wrap up things because we hit it pretty hard and heavy. I didn't do a lot of talking because, I was doing a lot of cooking. And we're going to be doing a lot of cooking the second stream too. Shit, we might stretch just to 3 streams. But I want to thank you all for coming by. Stick around. We got Arlo Guthrie with Alice's Restaurant, a Thanksgiving tradition here at WJOKE. And if you don't like the song, well, I guess maybe I'll see you on the next stream, which will be coming up in about an hour. It'll be in a color, I just, I tried to hide my double chin, the warbler here, and the black and white didn't do it. So, plus that I'm going to get out of my pajamas or my working pants and put on something conducive to meeting people because we have company coming over today, and I got to look my best, sort of. Whatever the hell that is, I don't know yet. So, I want to thank you all for coming by, and remember to love as long as you live as long as you love. Don't be a dick, be a dude. Try not to be a shit person. It's Thanksgiving. All the birds are getting stuffed today. So get stuffed, bird. But this is Arlo Guthrie with Alice's Restaurant. It might get taken down before the song's over, so enjoy, motherfuckers. And don't forget to pluck yourself.
This song is called Alice's Restaurant. It's about Alice and the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant is not the name of the restaurant, that's just the name of the song. And that's why I call the song Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Now it all started 2 Thanksgivings ago. It was on 2 years ago on Thanksgiving when my friend and I went up to visit Alice at the restaurant. But Alice doesn't live in the restaurant. She lives in the church nearby the restaurant in the bell tower with her husband Ray and Facha the dog. And living in the bell tower like that, they got a lot of room downstairs where the pews used to be. And having all that room, seeing as how they took out all the pews, they decided that they didn't have to take out their garbage for a long time. We got up there, we found all the garbage in there, and we decided it'd be a friendly gesture for us to take the garbage down to the city dump. So we took the half a ton of garbage, put it in the back of a red VW microbus, took shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, and headed on toward the city dump. Well, we got there, and there's a big sign and a chain across the dump saying closed on Thanksgiving, and we had never heard of a dump closed on Thanksgiving before, and with tears in our eyes we drove off into the sunset looking for another place to put the garbage. We didn't find one till we came to a side road, and off the side of the side road was another 15-foot cliff, and at the bottom of the cliff was another pile of garbage. And we decided that one big pile was better than 2 little piles, and rather than bring that one up, we decided to throw ours down. That's what we did. Drove back to the church, had a Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, went to sleep and didn't get up until the next morning when we got a phone call from Officer Obie. He said, "Kid, we found your name on an envelope at the bottom of a half a ton of garbage and just wanted to know if you had any information about it." And I said, "Yes, sir, Officer Obie, I cannot tell a lie. I put that envelope under that garbage." After speaking to Obie for about 45 minutes on the telephone, we finally arrived at the truth of the matter and said that we had to go down and pick up the garbage and also had to go down and speak to him at the police officer station. So we got in the red VW microbus with the shovels and rakes and implements of destruction, headed on toward the police officer station. Now, friends, there was only one or two things that Obie could have done at the police station, and the first was that he could have given us a medal for being so brave and honest on the telephone, which wasn't very likely and we didn't expect it. Another thing was that he could have bawled us out and told us never to be seen driving garbage around the vicinity again, which is what we expected. But when we got to the police officer station, there was a third possibility that we hadn't even counted upon, and we was both immediately arrested, handcuffed. And I said, "Obie, I don't think I can pick up the garbage with these handcuffs on." He said, "Shut up, kid. Get in the back of the patrol car," and that's what we did. Sat in the back of the patrol car and drove to the, quote, "scene of the crime," unquote. I want to tell you about the town of Stockbridge, Massachusetts, where this happened. Here they got 3 stop signs, 2 police officers and 1 police car. But when we got to the scene of the crime, there was 5 police officers and 3 police cars, being the biggest crime of the last 50 years, and everybody wanted to get in a newspaper story about it. And they was using up all kinds of cop equipment that they had hanging around the police officer station. They was taking plaster, tire track, footprints, dog-smelling prints, and they took 27 8x10 color glossy photographs with circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. Took pictures of the approach, the getaway, the northwest corner, the southwest corner, and that's not to mention the aerial photography. After the ordeal, we went back to the jail. Obie said he was going to put us in the cell. Said, "Kid, I'm going to put you in the cell. I want your wallet and your belt." And I said, "Obie, I can understand you want my wallet so I don't have any money to spend in the cell, but what do you want my belt for?" And it said, "Kid, we don't want any hangings." I said, "Obie, did you think I was going to hang myself for littering?" Obie said he was making sure, and friends Obie was, 'cause he took out the toilet seat so I couldn't hit myself over the head and drown. And he took out the toilet paper so I couldn't bend the bars, roll the toilet paper out the window, slide down the roll and have an escape. Obie was making sure, and it was about 4 or 5 hours later that Alice, remember Alice? It's a song about Alice. Alice came by and with a few nasty words to Obie on the side, bailed us out of jail. We went back to the church, had another Thanksgiving dinner that couldn't be beat, and didn't get up until the next morning when we all had to go to court. We walked in, sat down. Obie came in with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back each one. Sat down. Man came in, said, "All rise." We all stood up, and Obie stood up with the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures, and the judge walked in, sat down with the seeing-eyed dog, and he sat down. We sat down. Obie looked at the seeing-eyed dog. Then the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and looked at the seeing-eyed dog. And then the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one, and began to cry, 'cause Obie came to the realization that it was a typical case of American blind justice and there wasn't nothing he could do about it. And the judge wasn't going to look at the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one explaining what each one was to be used as evidence against us. And we was fined $50 and had to pick up the garbage in the snow, but that's not what I came to tell you about. Came to talk about the draft. got a building down New York City, it's called Whitehall Street, where you walk in and you get injected, inspected, detected, infected, neglected, and selected. I went down to get my physical examination one day, and I walked in, I sat down, got good and drunk the night before, so I looked and felt my best when I went in that morning. Cause I wanted to look like the all-American kid from New York City. Man, I wanted to feel like I wanted to be the all-American kid from New York. And I walked in, sat down, I was hung down, brung down, hung up, and all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things. And I walked in, I sat down, they gave me a piece of paper, said, kid, see the psychiatrist, room 604. And I went up there, I said, shrink, I want to kill. And I want to kill. I want to see blood and gore and guts and veins in my teeth. Eat dead, burnt bodies. I mean, kill. And I started jumping up and down, yelling, kill. And it started jumping up and down with me, and we was both jumping up and down, yelling, kill. And the sergeant came over, pinned a little on me, set me down the hall, said, you're our boy. And didn't feel too good about it. Proceeded on down the hall, getting more injections, inspections, detections, neglections, and all kinds of stuff that they was doing to me at the thing there. And I was there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I was there for a long time, going through all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly things, and I was just having a tough time there. And they was inspecting, injecting every single part of me, and they wasn't leaving no part untouched. Proceeded through, and when finally came to see the very last man, I walked in, sat down after a whole big thing there, and I walked up and said, what do you want? He said, kid, we only got one question. Have you ever been arrested? And I proceeded to tell him the story of Alice's restaurant, Nicccccce, with full orchestration and 5-part harmony and stuff like that, and then other phenomena. Stopped me right there and said, kid, did you ever go to court? I proceeded to tell him the story of the 27 8x10 colored glossy pictures with the circles and arrows and a paragraph on the back of each one. And stopped me right there and said, kid, I want you to go over and sit down on that bench that says Group W. Now, kid. And I walked over to the bench there, and there's Group W is where they put you if you may not be moral enough to join the army after committing your special crime. And there was all kinds of mean, nasty, ugly-looking people on the bench there. There's mother rapers, father stabbers, father rapers sitting right there on the bench next to me, and they was mean and nasty and ugly and horrible and crime-fighting guys was sitting there on the bench. And the meanest, ugliest, nastiest one, the meanest father raper of them all, was coming over to me, and he was mean and ugly and nasty and horrible and all kinds of things. And he sat down next to me and said, kid, what'd you get? I said, I didn't get nothing. I had to pay $50 and pick up the garbage. He said, what were you arrested for, kid? And I said, littering. And they all moved away from me on the bench there to carry eyeball and all kinds of mean, nasty things, till I said, and creating a nuisance. And they all came back, shook my hand, and we had a great time on the bench talking about crime, mother stabbing, father raping, all kinds of groovy things that we was talking about on the bench. And everything was fine. We were smoking cigarettes and all kinds of things until the sergeant came over, had some paper in his hand, held it up and said, kids, this piece of paper's got 47 words, 37 sentences, 58 words. We want to know details of the crime, time, crime, and that kind of thing. You got to say, tell about the crime, want to know the rest of the officer's name, and that kind of thing. You got to say, and talk for 45 minutes and nobody understood a word that he said, but we had fun filling out the forms and playing with the pencils on the bench there. And I filled out the massacre with the 4-part harmony and wrote it down there just like it was, and everything was fine, and I put down a pencil and I turned over the piece of paper, and there on the other side, in the middle of the other side, away from everything else on the other side, in parentheses, capital letters, quotated, read the following words. Kid, you rehabilitated yourself. I went over to the sergeant and said, Sergeant, you've got a lot of damn gall to ask me if I've rehabilitated myself. I'm sitting here on a bench. I'm sitting here on the Group W bench. Cause you wanna know if I'm moral enough to join the army, burn women, kids, houses, and villages after being a litter bug. He looked at me and said, Kid, you don't like your kind. And we're gonna send your fingerprints off to Washington, and friends, somewhere in Washington, enshrined in some little folders, a study in black and white of my fingerprints. And the only reason I'm singing you the song now is because you may know somebody in a similar situation. Or you may be in a similar situation, and if you're in a situation like that, there's only one thing you can do, is walk into the shrink wherever you are. Just walk in and say, shrink. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant and walk out. You know, if just one person does it, they may think he's really sick and they won't take him. And if two people do it in harmony, they think they're both faggots and they won't take either of them. And if 3 people do it, can you imagine 3 people walking in, singing a bar, Alice's restaurant, and walking out? They may think it's an organization. And can you imagine 50 people a day? I said 50 people a day walking in, singing a bar, Alice's restaurant, and walking out. And friends, they may think it's a movement. And that's what it is. The Alice's Restaurant Anti-Massacre Movement. And all you gotta do to join is to sing it the next time it comes around on the guitar. With feeling. So we'll wait till it comes around on the guitar here. Sing it when it does. Here it comes. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. That was horrible. If you want to end war and stuff, you gotta sing loud. You could put a lot. I've been singing the song now for 25 minutes. I could sing it for another 25 minutes. I'm not proud or tired. So we'll wait till it comes around again, and this time with 4-part harmony and feeling. We're just waiting for it to come around is what we're doing. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Excepting Alice, you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. I said walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. And you can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Da 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 da. At Alice's